Well, Dave, this felt before the game like it was going to be a really big test for your team. It's one you've passed with flying colours this evening. What did you make of the performance?
I thought it was outstanding performance. The start to the game obviously allows us to control what we want to do. Game probably should be over in the first half, although it probably is at 2-0, or it turns out to be that way, but we should have got a lot more than what we did. Second half allowed us to control it in a different manner, in terms of being compact, in terms of almost bringing them onto us a little bit. If I'm being ultra critical, I say we could have been better in possession in transitional moments, but we've restricted a very good team to minimal efforts on our goal, and go away with a massive 3 points. Another really good performance, and a clean sheet. The positives are, like I say, are endless. So we have to keep that going now. Quick turnaround into Tuesday night.
I'm sure you'll have wanted a fast start from your team. You always do, but could you have envisaged a start like that? 5 minutes in, you're 2-0 up and in control of the game.
I think you envisage it all the time, but it never happens. First goal is, like I say, a good one for us. We knew set pieces were important. They're very good at set pieces, and we've been working hard at ours. The second goal is more pleasing because it's something we worked on yesterday in training, and when it happens and you get a goal from it as a reward, it reinforces that what we're doing is the right thing, and the players take reinforcement for that. So well done to them for carrying it out, and ultimately them little things win us a game. Other than that, like I say, we looked a real threat, and we're really controlled in how we went about things.
I mean, it was a pretty good day for County before a goal was kicked, really, with the results elsewhere in the National League. Halifax losing, Chesterfield, Bournemouth dropping points. How aware were you of those scores going into that game? Did it give a lift to the players at all?
I was aware. I think players are aware to a certain point, in the fact that they're in the change room preparing for our game, but phones are close to them, if you like, and it's pretty easy to look at what results are, but ultimately them things make no difference if we don't take care of our stuff. So I don't think we needed a great deal more motivation than what we had coming here, because there was a large proportion of that team played in a loss in the first game of the season against Dagenham, so that motivates. The TV cameras being here motivates, our supporters being behind this goal motivates, and ultimately we've put ourselves in a position where how can you not be motivated? We're closing the gap up to the top, and we wanted to continue to do that. We knew today would be tough, but I said it yesterday, as much as they're a good side. For me, the tests are us testing ourselves, and the individual and the group testing each other. We've done that again today. We've played in certainly second half a different manner, which has allowed us to win the game with still working hard, but within a compact shape and a little bit deeper, which again I hope we have the opportunity to do as the season progresses, because if we can start like we did, it'll make the game a whole lot easier for ourselves.
A word on the second goal as well. I mean, we could hear you from the touchline shouting at Will to get in the box. He's done that, and he's got his just reward as well.
He was. It wasn't so much getting the box. He was stood in the area where we wanted to leave that area free. So he went and stood in there. So we wanted to not so much get him, like I say, out of that area to leave it free. Again, well worked throwing. Sauce around the corner. Macker obviously switched onto it. I'm not sure how it ends up going in, but you just want it to go in, so you get, like I say, you get the double whammy of scoring a goal, but also the happiness that something that you've worked on has comes to fruition on Saturday afternoon, and the most important thing gets you 3 points.
7 wins in a row now. It's Maidenhead up next on Tuesday night at Edgeley Park. Obviously down at the bottom half of the table, but they've just beaten Chesterfield, they've just beaten Halifax, so a sign there that you're not going to be able to underestimate them.
No, absolutely not. I think you look at their results they've had, not just, I think they beat Halifax twice now, I think they've beaten home and away, so they're capable, as any team in this league are, but we're in a good place, and if players needed any reminders that all of a sudden we're not just playing Maidenhead at home, then they have it publicly, and the fact that they've just had 2 brilliant results against the team that sat first and second. Well, we're sat third, so the general consensus around that is the 2 that are above us are better than us, so we've got to be bang at it on Tuesday, and we will be, to make sure we get 3 points and bridge that gap even further if we can.
Just finally, Dave, that was your 10th league game in charge so far, 25 points from those games. up to third, 2 points off the top of the table now. How do you assess the work and the progress that's been done so far?
It's been brilliant. Again, you'll always look for perfection, if you like. We should have beat Bromley, and we can have a very good argument to say we should have got at least something at that Torquay with the post and bar 3 times, and they were the things that will still haunt me now, in the fact that we've not won. Wins are easy. You move on quickly from wins. The losses and draws, or games that you don't get the wins from, tend to stay in your memory an awful lot longer. But the players deserve an awful amount of credit. We've come in and given them a platform, given them a philosophy of how we think is the best way to be successful in this league, but ultimately to be successful with the group of players we've got, and they are getting huge rewards by buying into that, working their socks off, and working their socks off with enormous quality. And when those things go together, you give yourselves a real chance. At the minute, we're giving ourselves a chance, and we've got to make sure that continues.
It's a great win today, Dave. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, thank you.